Welcome to the JC Media Podcast number 5. We're in beautiful Neches, Texas. This is Kaitlin Scroggins, also known as Cat Powers of KYYK.
Good morning, Jeff.
Good
Welcome
morning.
to the farm.
Thank you for having me out on the farm. So Kate and I, Kaitlin, go back a couple years. I worked at KYYK. She still does. So I was a disc jockey, and you're still a disc jockey.
Yes, I am actually still doing the morning shows, still chugging along at the radio station, loving every minute of it. Not a better job in the world.
So we're in Neches. Tell me about what got your interest in media and stuff.
Well, honestly, I've always wanted to be in radio. I've just been enamored since I was a kid. Yeah, radio and all things to do with it. I mean, every aspect of it. So that was the thing, and just connecting with people, you know, that's how you do it nowadays, is through media. And I enjoy that. I enjoy connecting with people and just being able, you know, to talk to them every day.
When did you start? Did you have any programs in high school or anything?
No, actually we didn't. I went to Neches High School here, so if you are familiar, tiny town.
Just down the road.
3.3 miles up the road, and basically really small schools, so you don't have those type of programs. But I did the morning announcements and would do the weather and things like that every morning. So, and now they hear me on the radio and they think it's the coolest thing.
And another thing we have in common is the communications program at UT Tyler, which I had my bachelor's from UT Dallas, and then I was thinking about getting my master's, so I tried out their program and gave it a year. So we have some of the same teachers. We
do. We connected on that when we first met. Some of the greatest teachers, Dr. Kidd, and a lot of them are still there. She was one of my personal favorites.
Yeah, I liked it, except I needed a little more hands-on, like actual filming, and these papers were just, they were killer papers. Quantitative and qualitative.
Qualitative,
and I was like, that has nothing to do with what I'm doing now, which is, you know, on Channel 7.
So you got out of it,
Yeah, I didn't want to, I don't know, it was just all about getting published, but it's still a good program, and hopefully they'll kick up the media part of it.
Exactly, yeah, it is a great program.
And so from that, you just got out of school like 5 years ago or so?
Yeah, it was,
what's your degree?
Let's see, mass communications. I don't know if they've changed it as of now, but it was mass communications. And that was, gosh, it's 2020, so about 6 years ago, 2014. And then I got out and kind of took a sabbatical for a little while and went traveling around, and then found myself back home here in East Texas, and they had an opening at the radio station. But I interned as well in Jacksonville with the Breeze. That was fun. Yeah, that was tons of fun.
I think the Breeze is long gone. I'm not sure.
Oh, they are. Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Didn't they just like close up suddenly?
Yeah, and it's still. Yeah, they did. They just locked the doors on them. All of a sudden, it was a big ordeal.
This is going to take a different turn, but I was in radio when you were born, maybe a year after. And we had 24-hour disc jockeys.
Yes.
At 4 hours each.
Yes.
At 2 stations, sales team, receptionist. I mean, it was a. And now they're just empty halls with a little booth, you know, and maybe one salesperson. So radio is just, man, it's such a good medium because you can be yourself and just wild and just anything you can think of. And now to see what it's become, it's kind of tragic, but it moves on. Like right now we're doing a podcast.
It does.
We have social media, so it's give and take in media. Right?
It does. It evolves. I mean, with all things, it definitely evolves. And I do hear that a lot, is that, you know, radio's diminishing, things like that, or everything's going more towards Sirius XM, satellite radio, things of that nature. And, you know, I may just be a diehard radio fan, but I don't believe it. I think one of the latest statistics was that 94% of people are listening to radio at any given moment. I mean, I think that is something that they push, but it's not necessarily true when you're in it, when you see the connection that radio has with people locally.
And even Sirius, though, is still radio.
And it is, yes.
Obviously, it's mass marketed.
And you have a lot more freedom there, too. And that's
you can cuss and all that.
Yeah, that's the big push.
But yeah, that's a good thing. And what are your, well, I'm not going to wrap it up yet. Tell me about your life, like how is the station going, and just kind of your I guess we wanted to interview was because of your goats and your chickens and your Janis Joplin, your kind of outlook. You don't have to get all political, but your kind of outlook.
Well, I mean, honestly, I just want to put some good in the world. I'm also an animal lover, which is why you came to the farm today, and you will not leave until you go check out all the animals. But yeah, we actually have peacocks and peafowls, so we're known for having the peacocks here in our tiny little town. So it's fun. I'm just an animal lover, and luckily it all works out out here. And but the radio station, it's a good place here in East Texas to connect with people locally. You know, like I mentioned before, I mean, I can go to the local grocery store and people will stop me. Hey, how's it going? You know, try and like, hey, are we doing this Saturday? Like getting information about community events, and that's, you know, that's kind of the we still need that like, that personal connection.
Weather and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So if you don't even have a disc jockey or something, and some weather comes up, you know, it's a bad thing for the city. So
it is.
It should be kind of subsidized by something, the government or something, just to keep that local, you know, what's going on, you know, that kind of thing. It's weird. Like I work at Channel 7, and here, well, in Palestine and Jacksonville and all these smaller towns don't get Channel 7 as their local. They get Dallas. And all that's got to be fixed.
It does. It does.
Luckily, I mean, you can watch on, and you can stream your station on.
You can anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world, actually. I have a friend of mine in Canada, and she listens regularly. And I met her just at an airport and became friends, and she's able to listen. And that's, you know, that's the beauty of the internet, definitely.
And does your love of media and stuff fall into all? Like I also like art and stuff like that, like your Andy Warhols, and how everything's just communication. I mean, I like that part of it also.
Exactly.
Also from broadcasting.
Exactly. I mean, everything's connected, and so when you can find that common thread, that connection, yeah, that's definitely a form of communication.
Right. Yeah. That's why it's called mass communication. You know, I mean, some people don't make the connection. I mean, everything, even a stop sign, is a connection.
Yes.
It goes back years and years and years. Like if you don't heed that warning of what that symbol is, you're going to crash. And that goes back to like, you know, primitive times. If you don't read somebody's face or something and walk over the cliff, you know. So that's it goes all the way back to cave painting and all that, and that's the interesting field that we're in. And I look at us sometimes as cave painters, as documenters.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I've given it a lot of thought, and I'm glad I met you, and glad we get to do something like this.
Well, I'm glad you came out here today. Honestly, I'm really excited. I've been excited all day. I was working in the yard and I realized, oh, Jeff's coming. I need to get busy.
Right.
Yeah, Jeff's coming. But definitely, I love everything that you do. You know, I mean, you're in local media as well. I read all your stories and I watch all your extras. So
thanks a lot.
Yeah, I definitely pay attention.
One other point I had.
Yes.
And let me see how long we're going here. It's going to be funny. It's unexpected, but
okay, throw it at me.
Your method of dancing is just like when you were doing Hey Fancy the other day, and I've seen you at a couple concerts, and it's like one of these, and I don't know if you're in sync or what, but give me a little. I mean, I'm doing it. I'm making a fool of myself. So, what is your?
Well, you know, honestly, it depends on whatever the music is.
Some kind of jazz or reggae or
just
something.
A little, you know, you just gotta feel it, and I mean, it just, I don't know, it just makes you move around.
You into reggae rhythms, huh?
Yeah, definitely. I turn up the music and in the studio and dance around. No, I love it.
I had to ask about that. You're like, here's your one chance.
Yeah, and I will scream the words to it. Everybody loves Reba. I mean, come on.
I was like, I mean, in my mind, that reminded me of my radio, because that was live when I was playing. I was like, people are still jamming to this.
I was still jamming.
30 years later, and in a reggae manner.
Just swaying. It's funny. I'm known for being a dancer. People tell me that all the time. I showed up at a place last night, and they're like, "Oh, your dancing friend's here." So I mean, I will dance. You give me the music, and I'll dance, definitely.
So what do you have planned for the upcoming year?
Well, 2020 is here, and I mean, honestly, I have a very positive outlook. I think it's going to be a great year. I think the radio station's going in a good direction. We're, you know, progressing. We're trying to evolve and reach more people, and I think that's part of it. And lots of great things coming down the pipeline in that direction. And then just for me personally, just, you know, keep doing what I'm doing. I love radio. I love where I'm at, and take as many adventures as I can, and just try to connect with people.
So tell us finally how we can hear you.
Okay, well,
98.3 for sure.
98.3 KYYK. I do the morning show, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. every morning. It's called the Cat Powers Experience, and it really is tons of fun. People enjoy it. I try to keep you company in the mornings. I'm kind of your hype woman. I'm your hype girl. I'll get you up and get you ready, and it really is tons of fun. So give me a listen, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., 98.3. You can also stream us as well at kyyk.com. You can do that on your computer, or you can download our our app, which is TLC Radio. So like I say, you can listen worldwide, so no excuses.
Yeah. So it was my pleasure. We're going to go check out some goats and chickens and that kind of thing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Jeff. Thanks for coming.
Take care.